Hello, everyone, and we are here on a very special day for all us DC fans that we were waiting for the entire month. When James Gunn said, it's gonna be sometime in January, we all thought like mid, early, somewhat late. No, thought it'll be the last day of the fucking year. I mean, of the month, and literally, for me, it is February. Technically it's February for me, so there's that. I got my Superman mug. I had the occasion. I am wearing a Marvel shirt with Spidey, but Superman mug. This is a job for Superman. So, do we know how it's going to be announced? Is this just going to be trades, or is it going to be a live event, or is it going to be like what's going to be the big thing right now? Because that's mainly the main question I have. Because if it's on Twitter, I'm happy to just go on Twitter and just see people's reactions and all that kind of stuff, and just like holy shit over that, and then wanting details and all that. If it's a video, I'll click on that video. Hell, I'll even mute it. If it's just logos or whatever. Of that, we don't even know how long this event thing is. We don't know what bombs are going to hit anyway. The stuff I'm looking forward to, naturally Superman's going to be there. They're going to announce Superman, and maybe a little bit more detail what that movie's going to be outside it being a young Superman. The whole, it's going to be a full reboot of a DC Superman, a full reboot of a DC Superman universe. That was a given. Honestly, their job right now is have the average goer, not you. You might have faith in DC. I have faith in DC. Hello, Superman mug. And I got a Batman mug, but it has no handle, and it's nearly 3:30 a.m. and I need some hot drinks and to keep myself awake, and energized and all that. But the Hours Goer has treated DC like the second-class citizens because the quality is not at the same level as Marvel, as shown by box office. Box office shows why what's interesting for the average goer, and for that situation, DC's not. I mean, Black Adam kind of shows it. Black Adam is a movie about yes, the average goer doesn't know who Black Adam was, but it had the biggest movie star in the world, and it couldn't hit 400 mil. Yeah, that showed Justice League. Yeah, we should have been talking about we'll hit 2 billion. Not is it gonna break even? A Justice League movie that would have Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and Flash and Aquaman and Cyborg. It didn't break even. That was kind of the early signs that the average goer, was if they had a DC film and a Marvel film, they go into the Marvel film because they trust the brand, and that's what we're hoping for. And we try. And here's the thing: the moment they announced James Gunn is co-running DC Studios, the brand new DC Studios. I was like, perfect, because we all know he's a sweet. We all know he's a huge. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, anyone? Polka Dot Man, Suicide Squad movie. Who would pick? You would, here's the thing: if you were going to do a Suicide Squad movie, you would not pick Polka Dot Man. You probably would just go Bruce Wayne, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and maybe the odd, like maybe a B-list, couple, maybe Bizarro there, maybe a Tallow. A Tallow would be kind of neat to see. And that. And that do we? I have to say this again. Do we even know where how they're doing this? Doing these announcements? Are they announcing it like a whole like like a stream, like a video stream, or I don't know. Um, I think it sounds like it's going to be like a Comic Con thing, where like the press is going to get this, which I have to say, oh yeah, Clayface, Mr. Freeze. We're nearly there. We are like less than like 10 minutes uh, of DC. Uh, so is it 10 notifications as we report today's DC news as soon as it drops. Okay. I'm trying to see who do I follow. I just want to make sure if it is. Um, I probably will pick Assassin Films. There we go. Assassin Films. As I just want to make sure that like the moment turn on notifications, um, the moment I hear something, it's like boom, away there. This is going to be. I mean, here's the thing. Comment below. Talk about talk about the PC Studios news as we come. Sorry. I'm trying to be so like, hey guys, let's talk about this or all that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to really sorry what James Gunn and Peter Safran have planned. I mean, now of course everybody's gonna be like, "What about Green Lantern?" You know what? I think what it's going to do. I think what that the phase one is going to be, as I like to call it, phase one of this new DC universe. It's going to be maybe leading up to a Justice League. That's what I think it's going to be. Um, and Mike, it's like Brainiac is going to be the villain or something. Like it's just again, I so want to see Brainiac. Yeah, I feel like Brainiac is such a James Gunn villain. It just feels like right. mm. Anyway, so I'm gonna put milk in my tea today. Don't know why. In case I am. Okay. I am in my dressing gown because it is a bit chilly. Just a tad. Just a tad. We are about 5 minutes away. Trying to think. Like Batman might you know what? I think they'll announce a Superman, a Batman, and Wonder Woman project. I think Justice League is a given. And I think Green Lantern. Flash, I don't think they'll announce. Because the movie hasn't come out, like the as a middle one. And say with Aquaman. But you know what? I kind of think Aquaman's going to be replaced by Martian Manhunter. I think, if I had to guess, that's just a fan. That me as a fan speculating, but that's what I actually think. I think the new, yeah, I think we're just going to get the animated series name for Justice League with the old like here's in sequence like here's Green Arrow, here's and all that. Five more minutes. Chat. You can chat in the comments. What are you looking forward to? Or what you hope is what you hope is going to come out. Green, you know what? Green Lantern. I will say Green Lantern will be a announcement. I think. Yeah. Be interesting what Green Lantern is going to be. Is it going to be Hal? Is it going to be John? Is it going to be Baz or Carl or Jessica? It's going to be a whole. I haven't read a single Green Lantern comic with Jessica Quid, but I always feel like she's an awesome character. I think it's the design itself. Yeah. Will we have a live action Super Pets movie? Now that's the question, right? And oddly enough, that Super Pets movie is not that bad. That's the weird thing. You would think it's a massive dunsifier, but apparently, it's not. It's not that much of one. It's a really solid, nice little film. League of Super Pets. It's the better, walk DC film. Because one doesn't really have a story, and one's all about the spectacle, and then one's kind of has a story attached to it. So, and also one's playing the John Williams theme, and mainly the Krypton theme, and that gives me a bit. I don't know why I get very powerful way of the John Williams Krypton music. Yeah. I so hope that there's two pieces of music I really hope sticks around: the Krypton music and the Superman theme, the two John Williams pieces of music, because I feel like those two pieces of music is so linked to Superman. It's like it's like Bond. It's like, yeah, we have 6 different Bond actors, and we're soon going to get a 7th, but we still keep using the same theme and just different versions and different takes of it, and that. Let's see. In 2 minutes. Wait, it's weird. Like 2 minutes feels like a fucking. Like. Oh shit! That's awesome. Episode 3 of Last of Us has been seen by 6.4 viewers. It's increasing 12. The more people are watching, the more. I know that's not. I'm just a bit sorry over that. This is the longest 2 minutes ever. Okay. We're seconds away. Where will it be announced? That's my question. That's the same question. I don't know where it's announced. It is on James's Twitter account or on. Oh, like is that? I don't know. Honestly, I do not know. If like I have like assessing films, like I'm having notifications on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So of that, but I think the rumor is that it's just gonna be on trades. Like Hollywood Report is just gonna be a boom, new Blur. But technically now it's 12, so I think I don't know. Okay, here we go. Uh, uh okay, we're waiting. It's technically well, okay. Here's the thing. I'm not expecting another location. If it is what it is, what it sounds like it's gonna be like a Comic Con thing or like a D23 thing where there's gonna be press, and then the press is just gonna, uh, you know, tell us what they be telling us. Yeah, like D23 and what comes out of D23, that type of thing. I think that's how it's gonna be. Was this gonna be like D23 as well? Was this just the waiting game of me like scrolling down Twitter? Which is fun, not unless it's a trailer or something, which is at least it kills a couple minutes of time and give my opinions. So everyone, comment below. What are you hoping? What your hopes and fears and what you want and all that. And if anyone's going to be like, you can't have enough Batman, I say shame on you. Because Batman's awesome. Yeah, I'm that guy. And I'm holding a Superman mug. So don't you go. I should, you know what? I'm left-handed. So I should hold my mug like this. Anyway. And also, everyone, I'll be on the page and I'll be on this as well, flipping back and forth. So if any of you guys are also keeping up the date along, it looks like go on your social media accounts and be like, hey, dude, they announced this, and it's like, let's have the no moment. So like, no, they didn't. I don't know. Here we go. First announcement. James Gunn's Superman film will be titled. Here we go. James Gunn's Superman film will be titled Superman Legacy. The film will be released in July 11, 2025. So we know. We got another one. The Batman news. The Batman is titled Batman Part 2. The film releases on October 3rd, 2025. So it sounds like 2025 is when they'll be like, boom. Some people thought maybe next year, maybe maybe there'll be a more smaller film. Apparently, Deadline does reveal. So we got the Batman, we got some Superman. Here we go. A new Batman movie titled The Brave and the Bold, focused on Bruce and Damian Wayne, is in the works at DC. So we are going to get a Batman and Robin movie. Which that's going to be interesting. You know what? Thinking about it, out of all of the Robins, I think Damian would work better because, I mean, this is cool because you're building up the Bat family, right? And showing he can play with others. So when you have a Justice League movie, you can kind of see a Batman working together with a Superman, and that. But Damian also works better if you think about it because he's a League of Assassins. Bruce is not actually training him. Does he become Robin? I don't know. Robin is an interesting character, knowing that I think Damian needs to be like 18, so Bruce doesn't look like a child abuser. If you're gonna do the Batman and Robin thing. Okay. A Booster Gold TV series is in the works at DC. So I'm just discussing films. If you're curious to what focus on, oh shit! Okay, Hollywood Report. Okay, so we can instead of slowly revealing boom, 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 boom. I can just look at Hollywood Report because cool. So it's revealing we're getting Superman and Supergirls. Here we go. Come on, just give me the dates. July Superman movie. Creators have you know what? I kind of think about it. I thought I need, but I would kind of. Here we go. Here we go. Walker, a spin. I can give you more details here. Waller, a spin-off of Gunn's own HBO Max hit series Peacemaker. Anola Davis will return as the Ruthless and more Abiria's head of government task force, and it's being written by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Henry Carver, who just did Doom Patrol. I say just did because and that. So we're getting a Waller, Amanda Waller TV show, Superman Legacy, which I mentioned. The film features the Man of Steel at James Gunn's writing and made direct. Although no equipment, has been made. While the two previous titles are meant to be a province in Safra's words, Superman is the true kickoff of the duo's DCU plans. It's not an origin story, Safra says. It's focused on Superman balancing his Kryptonian heritage and his human upbringing. He is a composite of truth, justice, and the American way. He is the kindness in the world and thinks of the kindness as old-fashioned. And that thinks that kindness. Let me say that he is the kindness in a world that thinks that kindness as old-fashioned, and has a release date of July 11, 2025, and has been penciled in. So Superman in 2 years. We have Lanterns, which is the Green Lantern show. Grant Berlanti is long in the works. Green Lantern TV show series has been swept, and duo has been partnered with a longtime TV series, DC series. Well, I'm not the best way, so forgive me. In its place, will take on. In its place, will a new take on the Space Cops with Power Wings. A vision for this is a very much like a vein of True Detective, Safran describes. It's a intellectual base. It will be now. By the way, I'm reading this on Hollywood Reporter. So yeah, you can look at the Hollywood Reporter article and you can have a look. It will focus on two lanterns. It will focus on Hal Jordan and John Stewart, the big two, pretty much, and is the one of the most important shows that they have a development. This is a really big role in leading into the main story that we are telling across film and TV. The sorority. Now, God damn it. Wow. And we thought it would just be the main guy. But yeah, who knew? Part 1 was going to be about, God damn, dude. Oh wait, we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy in phase 1, basically. The Authority, a movie based on a team of superheroes which are widely three methods of protecting the planet that first originated in the late 90s under under the Wildstorm imprint, one by the artist, which was one by Jim Lee. One of the things of the DCU is that it's not that a story of heroes and villains, said Gunn. Not every film and TV show is going to be about good guy versus bad guy. Giant things from the sky come and a good guy wins. There are white hats, there are black hats, and gray hats. As Stavin. They are kind of like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men. They know you want them on the wall, or at least they believe that. So that, like, 40th, that's one I don't know at all. Paradise Lost. Okay, like we're getting. Okay, this is okay. All we know, we're getting a Superman movie, a Green Lantern show, and that's kind of. The duo describes this HBO series as a Game of Thrones style drama. All okay, I'm just briefly. We're getting an Amazon show. I'll start this again. The duo describes this HBO series as a Game of Thrones style drama set of the old female island that is Wonder Woman's birthplace, Philistia, filled with political intrigue and swimming between players. It will take place before the events of the Wonder Woman films. So it sounds like it's not a reboot. Like it's or are they making Wonder Woman films, like a new Wonder Woman film? Is Gal Gadot still Wonder Woman? They're not really doing much about casting here. The Boy and the Bold, which is a Batman movie. It could easily be like what will work, what will not work. It could all be all that. The Boy and the Bold. This is the introduction of a DCU. This is the introduction of the DCU Batman second of Bruce Wayne, and the introduce our favorite Robin, Damian Wayne, who is a little son of a bitch. Oh, love it. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I think people hated Jason Todd less than they do with Damian. I really think that. I love that. Well, it's gonna be he's a little son of a bitch. The movie will take the inspiration of the now classic one by Grant Morrison that introduces Batman to the son that he never knew existed, a murderous twin raised by assassins. It's a very strange father-son story. Now, you curious about the Batman? Here we go. As I mentioned in 2025. Patterson will continue to trade the Dark Knight in at least one more crime saga. One more Batman film, at least. That film is it will be released in October 3rd, 2025, and will be titled Batman Part 2. Imagine it as a similar card. 2025 is going to be a very big year for DC. Superman, Batman, between the same year. Booster Gold. Now we're talking about the Booster Gold show. Booster Gold, a HBO series based on a unique and lower-tier hero created in 1986. Southern said of the series, it's about a loser from the future who uses basic future technology to come back today and pretend to be a superhero. Gunn described a imposter syndrome as a superhero. Yeah. Sorry, I just dipped down. I'm like, oh my god. Figure out. But okay, so we're getting a Supergirl. This is taking place. Okay, so we're getting a Supergirl movie called Supergirl. Sorry, we're getting a Supergirl movie called Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Taking its cues from the recent Tom King written miniseries, this movie promises to have a different take than what most people think when they think of Kara, Superman's cousin. It comes to mind. We will see the difference between Superman, who was sent to Earth, raised by the loving parents from the time he was an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock, a chip off of Krypton, who watched everyone die. Pretty much it's like Superman was a baby, Kal-El was a baby, and then you have the concept of, well, Kara had a relationship. She knew her parents. She knew all these people, and then they're all gone. So what does Midas do? Now this part I freaked the fuck out. Swamp Thing. We're getting a Swamp Thing movie, a horror film that promises to close out the first part of. Here's the thing about Swamp Thing. I'm like, I knew that would be in James Gunn alley. Let's be honest, Swamp Thing, and then the West and the before. So it sounds like we are getting. Did you see? Yeah, I just mentioned it. I just mentioned about the Supergirl news. So it's kind of neat that we're getting a Superman and a Supergirl movie kind of roughly happening around the same time. So what, like 2026 is going to be a Superman movie? Supergirl movie. Jeez. But I'm freaking out that we're getting a Swamp Thing movie. That's my, oh my God. Here's the thing. Batman is Batman. Okay, I'm gonna freak out. I'm really like, oh my God, we're getting Robin. And Mike has the idea is doing a Bat family type story, and that's kind of neat. But yeah, I saw the Supergirl news. I like the idea. I haven't read the Tom King one. Is it good? I hear it's pretty good. Because Tom King for me is very hit and miss. So I'm not always like, oh my God, Tom King, I'll pick his stuff up all the time. I always find him a bit hit and miss. So is it good? The Supergirl, his Supergirl stuff? And the thing here's my question about Supergirl. Will it be the same Supergirl that's going to be in Flash? That's the question, right? We're having this Amazon show called Paradise Lost, but is it the same? Before the Wonder Woman films, before what? Before the first Wonder Woman, the first Gal Gadot one, or are we getting another Wonder Woman film without her? So they're not mentioning anything about casting lately. So it's that. But apparently that's all it. So we're getting a Superman movie. We're getting the Batman 2 called The Batman Part 2. We're getting another Batman movie that will feature Robin. Or will feature the David Wayne Robin, that son of a bitch, as James kind of likes to call him. I was like, yep, comic fan. Yeah, he's a sweet. We're getting a Booster Gold show. We're getting a Amanda Waller show. We're getting a Green Lantern show. We're getting a couple of other shows. We're getting an Amazon show. We're getting a Swamp Thing movie. I think if you're a DC fan, because what is it? What's the big question everybody is like? Because here's the thing, movie-wise, it is just, I think what it is, 2025, we're going to get a Batman movie and a Superman movie in the same fucking year. And that's good. And it could be that mindset is, so it's the Batman, and it's not going to be just the one's going to be. I'm wondering if it's going to close out on Justice League. The 10 years going to culminate with Justice League. Which is weird, because you would think it would be a 3-part story. It could be get a trilogy out there, but anyway. Unless it's here's the plan for the next 2 years or something, or the next 3 years. Because here's the thing, 5 years for the in-suite is a fucking eternity. It is an eternity. You know, it's like 50 years in the industry. So it's like all that. But yeah, curious guys, what are you looking for? What are you looking forward to out of the news? There's a 14 I don't know. I think that's gonna be the Guardians, right? That's the feeling of his James Gunn. But I feel that is, yeah. I feel like that's the Who. You really need to know your comics, but that's a Wildstorm thing. You're getting Wildstorm for God's sakes. Who knew? Next thing it'll be Vertigo. Next thing it'll be like, why the Last Man's in the DCU, like yeah, all that kind of stuff. Constantine. Surprisingly, they didn't mention anything about Constantine. I thought they would just call the Superman movie just Superman, just because. Like, yeah, but technically there was one, but it'd be Superman. It was technically Superman the movie back in '78, not just Superman. We just haven't had that one yet, but Superman Legacy is going to be it. Which is going to be interesting of how, because in my head I thought they would just do Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, maybe the odd thing here, maybe all that. It sounds like they're not planning to do a Justice League, maybe? That's what my brain is at. I thought they might just do, here's the Justice League, everyone. You know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, here's Green Lantern, and then we'll meet the new Flash and maybe Martian Manhunter, Justice League. That was, I thought they would do the Marvel thing, but apparently it's, yeah. Anyway. Nothing, unless I'm missing stuff. Like unless there's like a comment here and there. Hold on a second. Oh. Okay, everyone, James gonna just release a video. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I'm just he releases a video, and maybe there's more that they haven't announced to the press or something. Yep. Gaming, that's gonna be the tricky thing. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, so it's gonna be titled as DC Elseworlds. Okay, with like Joker and Batman, yeah. Okay. Ooh. What if that's how we made our new Superman? Okay, I'm just going to stop this video right now. So it sounds like what's going to happen is it's going to be a bit of a soft reboot. Because if you don't know right now, James Gunn just released a video on Twitter, but just a 5-minute video, and explaining how it's going to work with the whole Elseworld thing, and like so stuff like Joker and Batman, like the Batman Part 2. Is going to be labeled DC Elseworld. So there ain't going to be a level of confusion for my guess for the average goer who's going to be like, wait, I thought this Batman who's going to be with Robin is the same Batman, like is going to be the Walker Patterson version. That's not going to be a thing. So there's going to be titled DC Elseworlds, which is kind of used. Yeah, it's kind of part of the DC use. There was something else he mentioned. Hold on a second. DC Twitter. Piss off. Okay. The other thing is, everybody was kind of curious about: is this a reboot? Is this going to be a complete reboot? It sounds like it's not. It sounds like Shazam, Flash. Let's be honest, Barry's going to get recast. Um, Blue Beetle and Aquaman are all connected. It's still one thing. So in their brains, like, there's already a Flash movie. There's already a Aquaman movie. There's already a Blue Beetle and that, like, so it sounds like they're cherry picking what worked, what didn't work, or what might need to be fixed, like maybe it's like Superman, where just maybe we need to rebrand Superman and we not rebrand, but you know what I mean, we might need to reboot Superman, but not the actual thing itself. I'm totally gibberish right now, am I? I actually am. I'm trying to make sense of this, because it is like Hoyer Porter announcement, and then here comes a video explaining this to people and all that kind of stuff. So, and I just want to see if there's any other, maybe the one thing that, hey, yeah, it's all leading up to this or something. I don't know. I mean, Darkseid's kind of like the main thing anyway. Mm. Gods and Monsters. Okay. Oh, Creatures of Mandos. That's a new one as well. Creatures of Mandos, which is gonna be animated. Oh wow! So they're gonna do the Star Wars thing of like how we're going to have. Listen, they're gonna do Star Wars of how we had Ahsoka in Rebels and Clone Wars in animation, and then she kind of came and like Bo-Katan and a couple of and a number of the other characters who are going to show in the Ahsoka show are coming into live action in Mandalorian and in the live action show. So it sounds like we got when James Gunn basically said like the inspiration was Star Wars more than Marvel. You're like, yeah, I can see this, yeah, because if you're using the same actors and they're going to flip flop in, going to go to animated live action, animated live action, animated live action, but that's gonna be tricky for the average goer though, because they might not like. I'm happy to watch it. I enjoy a good DC anime thing. Um, but when are they going to show up? That's my question. Is it going to be everyone? Is it not? Is it all that? So that you got that. But anyway, so it sounds like Waller's Peacemaker too. Okay. Do is that TV live action. Okay, I thought it might be concept art they're also showing, but I doubt they would be up to that point, which would be cosmic. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nigga, 40 look wild for. Wait. I just thought of something. The 40. Like, everybody's thinking, what could be the Infinity War in Endgame? It ain't Darkseid, it's Kingdom Come. The 40s, if you know the story of Kingdom Come, and how there's a bunch of superheroes who are like the old people, the old soups doesn't, they don't, what? Basically, we're gonna do the stuff that the old superheroes doesn't do. I think that's. See, I'm trying to guess what chapter 3 is gonna be. That's the thing already. Um, and all that. So, hold on a second. All that. Also one person. Also, one person looked like Batman. Seriously. Well, yeah. Okay. See. Yep. Official. Yep, the Batman is coming. In fact, I'm wondering. This is how you introduce the Bat Family. This is how you introduce the Bat Family by like, here's the new guy, and then his Nightwing, his Batgirl, his at least at least his Nightwing. Because I'm trying to think who, like, Underwear Hood feels like such a perfect story. It's a good way to do a mystery. I think adding a woman, it kind of shows like you can go supernatural. But I want a Justice League movie. I want a good Justice League. I mean, a good theatrical Justice League movie. Okay, for all you people who are like, "You tickling this," but the one I sit on my ass in a theater and try not to have my like heart broken because it's Frankenstein monster and such. Anyway, okay. Oh, sorry. With the Supergirl, it sounds like they're just going to adapt it. It sounds like. Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like they're just going to fully adapt the Supergirl story. That's what it is. It feels like they're just going to fully like adapt it, which is kind of first, where they're like you got like Watchmen, and of course you got the DC anime stuff, but like live action wise, they just like here's a DC, let's say, superhero story, pluck it out, and just like boom, we're just gonna translate. We'll Last of Us it, you know what I mean? Was let's see if that works. It'll be as again. Is it going to be the same Supergirl as we see in Flash, or is it not? Which, but it's inspired, so it could mean a whole different thing. Swamp Thing, of course, I'm looking forward to. Batman is Batman. Superman, of course. Paradise Lost. Yeah, God, I'm watching so much DC content in 2025 onwards. But in 2024 we get Joker, so there's something there, and there might be like the odd DC anime film also in there as well. But I'm babbling along for the last 51 minutes. I really am, but really sorry. I think it's the whole thing of like, because it was like Twitter reactions and then you see an official video, you just want to make sure you cover all your bases. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. My bumbling rant. But by the way, all you people who showed who saw this video in like after the swing, you can skip the first 15 minutes. It's fine. Me babbling along and trying to entertain you guys before the actual announcements happen. Like, yeah, I get you. But yeah, it's weird putting a journalism hat, isn't it? It's weird. I mean, thank God I'm trying to join the film industry, not journalism. Jeez. Yeah. Anyway, so this year will be. We all thought it could be the final year of the DC year, but it doesn't sound like we're doing a full-on reboot. So it just sounds like it's just feel like, or knowing it's a Superman movie with. Okay, this is what I think. We're going to see Henry Cavill again as Superman, but in like a Justice League movie type thing versus a standalone Superman movie, because it's meant to be a younger version of the character, but then you want to see that version of the character. Oh my God. I mean, it's part one, and it's not all of part one of Gods and Monsters. Phase one has a title, and I call it Phase 1 as part 1. But it's a 3-part story, 10 years. You know, my guess we'll get the Swamp. We'll get Swamp Thing. And I think it's safe to say Swamp Thing will probably announce in 2026. That probably will happen. But I think what will happen is, until now, we'll get announcements and who's playing Supes and who's going to be the new, and the castings and all kind of stuff. But you know, for all you people who are worried about the Batman, we know we're in October. We'll get that. So yeah, yeah, that's it. So yeah. See you guys next time. God damn, I need to sleep. It's 4:09. For goodness sakes. AM.